graceful as the birds in motion, gliding like the gulls o'er the ocean, lovely hula hands, totally mananier.
No, you haven't read a script like this, man.
No, I
You
have.
No.
I've seen
It's
one
got
story,
aliens.
seen them all, man.
You haven't seen them all.
All stories are the same story,
They are
and I think
not.
we know which story that is. It's the
right.
story of Jesus and his disciples. That's the
Oh.
first story that is every story.
Criminy.
Take every other thing and you can make an example out of it. Take Cheers, for example. While not as obvious as, say, the Matrix trilogy, and by trilogy, I mean the first one, okay? Because they botched the last two.
Hey, I really like the last two Matrix.
I don't think that's the right verbiage.
Yeah, it is. Listen, you got your first Matrix, which is just called the Matrix, on account of it being the first one along and all. But when you're referring to your second and your thirds, respectively, you don't have matrices, you have matrides, called pluralizing.
Wow. You can't
Yeah.
argue with that, can you?
No, you cannot.
First off, matri already has a definition, okay? It's a prefix or combining form meaning mother or motherhood. Is it
Your mother.
matriarchy?
Matriarchy.
Essentially when a society lets a woman hold political power over a state or country.
They do that?
Like a mother to the land. Secondly, you can't just take any word or any phrase you want and pluralize the hell
Why
out
not?
of
I kind of like the word matrides. Like when you got multiple things, like more than one matrix, you don't have matrices, you have matrides, adding and subtracting.
Okay,
Plus
but-
and minus sort of shit, you get it?
No, but you don't get it, because when you take something and you add it to, when you do multiples of, with multiples of definitions, not multiples of as in pluralizing multiples, but when you take and you add to another collective, it becomes a additional. And you just can't go around doing
Yeah,
it.
man, Cheers was a funny show.
Right?
I'll give you that much.
Right.
Yes, cheers. So as I
You ever
was
seen
saying,
that one where
cheers.
Cliff Conceri had all his drinks by putting his hat over his beer? And then he goes and keeps ordering another one. Coach keeps setting him up and he,
I'm sure this is really
he drinks
interesting.
for free all
I'd
night.
love to hear you explain the entire
I've done
episode.
that.
I was
Have you?
kind of in the middle of something.
Sorry, John, my apologies.
None needed. Okay, so Cheers and The Matrix. Two great examples of the allegorical view of Jesus Christ. That's the one, Son of God. The Matrix is easy. You've got the obvious Jesus is represented by Neo, the proverbial chosen one. You've got Morpheus, the personification of the all-knowing godlike character.
Right.
You've even got Mr. Smith, obvious
The
villain,
devil.
Satan.
You even have Trinity, a combination of all
Okay.
three, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay,
Now think about that more.
so
This
you're saying that what
self-centered,
the entire
self-fucking
Christian Catholic comedy is actually based on a matriarchy?
shit. What? Wait, no.
What? So what are you saying?
I'm saying
Oh,
you
man.
can. My point.
What is your point? Stick to it, because my focus is not very clear.
My point is that you can find a religious allegory or false meaning in almost anything if
As
you
in
put your mind to it.
Cheers?
Yes.
Okay, in this Cheers, please tell me where the hidden religious meaning is, the allegory, as you so eloquently put it.
Well, clearly Sam is. Wait a minute. What do you mean by this Cheers?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean this Cheers? It's just Cheers. The name of the show is Cheers.
Damn, this is a
Cheers.
nice red.
Thank you, Steve. You have seen Cheers, right?
No.
This is Cheers. Unbelievable.
It's one of the most important, influential American sitcoms of all time. Stop it. You haven't seen that?
I've never heard of it.
It was on for 11 years, man. Kids with polio don't live that long.
Looks like you had that GPS in here. That thing come stock? On a model this old? What you got that hole in your dash for?
It's an ashtray. You know what a sitcom is, right? In all these sitcoms, they have characters they place in a variety of situations that emote a certain emotional response known as laughter. The
almost got
situation
GPS in my
is
picture a while back,
comedy.
My
It's
wife,
a
God bless her
sitcom.
soul,
Yes,
sucking the alimony out of me. I
sitcom.
couldn't afford that shit.
What is your point?
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Dicks.
Well, now we have to set up the scene for those of us who haven't seen the show.
Please do.
Cheers is the name of the bar in which this sitcom takes place, hence the title, Cheers. And this sitcom has a slew of characters. That of Sam, the owner slash bartender slash ex-pro Red Sox relief
Nice.
pitcher, played by Ted Danson.
Becker.
Don't say Becker. There's also the waitress, played by Shelley Long, the manager, played by Kirstie Alley, the
Coach.
assistant bartender, played by Woody Harrelson.
Coach.
You gonna go through the whole cast, or are you gonna get to your point, man?
Okay, getting to it already. Okay, so in addition to your main
Coach.
cast and help, you have your patrons. There's Norm, the overweight drunk who never leaves
Fat.
his
The fatty.
Yeah, you gotta have a fat guy.
Yeah, you got
He's
to.
professionally fat. And you also have Cliff Clavin, who's professionally a mailman.
So, how exactly is this bar representative of the Jesus?
Well, there are many different ways you can look at it, okay? It's not the Matrix. Cheers is art. There are layers.
Well, lay her away, girl.
Okay, well, the first way you could look at it is clearly Sam is the prodigal son of God, Jesus himself, and his help, aka disciples, Shelley Long, Kirstie Alley, Rhea Perlman, Woody Harrelson, are sent out by Jesus to help with the sinners, the drunks, and the downtrodden.
What about Frazier, a.k.a. Kelly Grammer?
Fuck him! He got his own spin on
I
it,
love
man.
Frasier.
You watch Frasier and not Cheers.
Hell yeah, I watch anything with a dog, girl.
John, you ever think about getting them automated thingies on your door?
What?
Well, my brother a while back, he had this El Camino, and he got them automated thingies put on his door so you can make the when you want the windows to go up, you know, you just take this little automated thing, you
Automatic
push up
windows.
on it, yeah, and the window goes up, and then when you want it to go
Automatic
down, you take
windows.
the little automated thing, you push it down, and the window goes down. It's just, I thought it was a
Automatic
really
windows.
great thing. You might want to consider it, you know, for your to class up
I'll look into it. Do you know what they're called?
yeah, just little
Automatic
automated
windows.
thingies. Yeah, you can probably find them
Anyway,
anywhere.
as I was saying, what was I saying?
I don't know, man. You were spewing some bullshit about your soap Cheers.
It's not a soap, it's a sitcom. And I would never, ever talk about a soap opera as if it was some sort of fucking allegorical thing, all right? It's a sitcom. Treat it with a
Hey, my
little-
grandmom and I used to watch soaps.
No shit.
Yeah, she had this whole collection of them laid out on her dresser, and whenever we looked at something we weren't supposed to see, we'd have to stare at the soap till we repented
You
for what we done.
looked at soap.
It was her thing, and don't you fucking belittle. I hate when you condescend to me. Shit.
Oh man, your grandma was hot.
You think so?
Okay, before this
thanks, man. I
severely
appreciate
gets
that.
off track, another way you could look at Cheers
She is
that
cute.
Shelley Long, the waitress, was Jesus. She was taken early on from the show, from those of us who watched it, as was Jesus. But you could also claim that she fulfilled the character of Judas, since she was always at odds with Ted Danson. And there were all these rumors she was trying to corrupt the show from the inside before they got rid of her.
That's what they
But the
do.
theories I tend to align myself with the most are that Cliff Clavin, the mailman, was the messenger of the word Jesus, aka Sam, aka Ted Danson himself. And that the entire contents of the bar, Cheers, was God, or the message Jesus was trying to bring to the people.
Okay, I think I got it. So basically you're saying that Jesus, or Sam, Ted Danson in this case, had his disciples, and those disciples were there to learn from and assist him in delivering his message, and the drunks or sinners were delivered the message, beer, by Jesus' disciples.
See that?
Woody
I can explain
Harrelson,
Cheers to
Kirstie
someone who's never
Alley,
even seen Cheers.
the rest of the staff.
Just saved a soul.
So, you're saying Jesus' message was, fuck it, let's party?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
You're going to hell, dude.
That's fucking harsh.
Hey,
It's a pretty bleak outlook on life, don't you think?
would either of you guys reverse cowgirl Ted Danson for $50,000? Would you?
Really?
I would. Pay off the trailer, get that sweet-ass Jeep I've been looking at down at the lot back there.
I would do it.
Yeah, you would.
You'd do it for a lot less than 50
I'm
grand.
a lot less than flaccid just talking about 50 grand. I got business downstairs. Pull over up here, I got to race like a piss horse.
Less than flaccid? What does that even mean?
Less than flaccid, man.
Is that like the opposite of flaccid?
I'm sure I'll show
More
you.
than
If you're
soft.
flaccid, you're not hard, so if you're less than
What I'm
flaccid,
saying
does that
is
mean
I
you're
gotta get
really
my
not
hands
hard?
on my
You
pee-pee.
just won't go in the bathroom and touch your dick.
Tame the beast.
Even he knows.
You ever think how nice it'd be if you just go to the bathroom in your pants without actually going to the bathroom? You ever think about that?
No, Steve, can't say I ever think about that.
I heard something like that way back when, like back in castle times. People used to just piss on the sidewalk, take a shit out the window, you know? Ladies even liked it, I heard. They thought it was kind of manly, so they'd say.
I highly doubt that.
Nevertheless, they should do something like that, you know? Like, make some underwear to let you do that, you know?
Yeah, they're called diapers.
Oh, they're
I'm sure you can
called
get them
diapers.
here if you want.
The girls ready?
Hey, what's your problem?
What?
What is your problem?
Who?
What?
Who is?
Who is what?
When did?
God damn it, come on!
These two. Yeah.
Oh, holy shit, keep the
I
change.
changed my mind. I don't want them now.
Fucking pervert.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Hug me closer, mother, closer. Put your arms around me tight. For I'm cold and tired, dear mother. And I feel so strange tonight. Something hurts me here, dear mother. Like a stone upon my breast.
If you could watch a porno with everyone you knew in it, would you?
Like one big porno or a bunch of little weird mini ones?
Like each in their own. Bunch of mini pornos.
Who's the partner?
That don't matter none.
What is wrong with you?
Hell yeah, I'd do that just out of pure curiosity.
I sort of think about these things from time to time. They're just gonna pop into my head, you know?
That's
Oh
what I
boy,
like about
lucky
you.
for us.
You're a real cynical bastard, you know that?
Well, life's a cynical bitch now, isn't it, Jeff? I mean, let's just take your life, for example.
Okay.
You're a nice guy, right?
I tried.
You treat women with the respect they so rightfully deserve.
That is correct, sir. What's your point?
So how many times have you taken one of these women out now and treated her with respect only to find out 2-3 hours later that, well, she's a man? Huh? 3-4 times now, right?
Better part of two, Tate.
It's happened a lot, though. To you.
It's gross.
I used to have this sweet ass porno called Edward Penis Hands.
Well, that's life for you.
Shit was so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Because Edward, he's a main guy, right? He's got these penises for hands. Well, yeah, well, for fingers, actually. And he could set up about 6 of them ladies at one time. Fucking
Wait,
amazing,
he couldn't
man.
do 10 at the same time, since I assume he had 10 dicks
Well,
or fingers?
you gotta take into account
What,
the
he had
logistics of
fucking
things.
thumbs?
Yeah, you do.
The logistics?
Yeah, the logistics.
Of dick fingers.
Dick finger logistics. You can't just fit in all them pretty ladies with their arms and legs and vaginas all fucking twisted and pretzel. Hey, would you George went to get to Christie Alley?
Would I who?
Christie Alley
You
now or
know.
circa 87?
87, I guess.
Shit, yeah, I'd pee in her butt.
Always the butt with you, isn't it?
Well, you know me, I got daddy issues.
Fucking pre-birds.
By the Savior's loving care.
So you're saying me being nice to my lady friends regardless of consequences for not?
I'm saying you weren't even with no ladies.
I like broad shoulders, dick.
Yeah, it's about the only broad you like. All I'm saying is, we all end up with bugs in our guts in the end anyway, so what's the point?
So might as well treat everyone like shit.
Sure, doesn't matter in the end anyway.
Damn, this is a nice
You're
rig.
not afraid of meeting your maker, fire and brimstone?
That's exactly my point, right there, exactly. The only reason anybody does good for anyone else is purely vain or selfish reasons, either to feel better about themselves or make damn for sure they've earned their right of passage.
No, your view is so flawed, it boggles my mind.
What I'm saying is, there can never be a truly altruistic good act. You can't do good for someone else and
No.
retain a completely neutral personal outcome. It's a catch-22.
Joseph Heller, 1961.
Okay, well, when I'm doubting, I like to look at it like this. I like to refer to the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy can never be created or destroyed, only changed. So, if the soul is a type of energy, then this scientific theory could represent some sort of life after death.
True, true. Could also mean that our bodies just end up with worm fodder, but I get your point.
Worm fodder, or we go to heaven, or we float around in space as energy forever. Still, I try to be the best person that I can. Besides, if Becker from your soap Cheers is supposed to represent Jesus, wouldn't he have been the first string pitcher rather than just the relief?
Well,
Well,
piss, you got a point.
Oh, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees, the soda water fountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in that big rock candy mountain. on a summer
So what were we even talking about before we were talking about all this?
I was trying to explain the script of the century that I wrote.
Oh, the thing with the aliens.
It's not a thing with an aliens. This is unlike anything you've ever seen, man.
But there's aliens in it.
Yeah, there's a shit
Okay.
ton of aliens.
Oh, well, okay, well, we've seen aliens. And,
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, if that's what a shit ton of this is,
Oh, yeah, you
we've
know so
seen
much about aliens.
shit
The aliens you've seen are bullshit.
Damn, this is a nice rig.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees, the soda water fountain where the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in that big rock candy mountain. In the big rock candy mountain, the cops have wooden legs, the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, the barns are full of hay. I want to go where there ain't no snow, where the sleet don't fall, and the wind don't blow. In that big rock canyon.